Welcome to this urgent edition of our explainer. We're bringing you a breaking intelligence brief right now, analyzing a critical digital connection sequence that we're actively tracking as it develops. We've intercepted a highly standardized yet incredibly fascinating security checkpoint. It's something millions of us encounter every single day, but we rarely stop to actually analyze it. We're breaking down the exact anatomy of this moment, using live intelligence to understand the hidden layers of digital access. Okay, let's dive into this. Look at these three simple words we've captured from the incoming data stream. Just a moment. I really want to slow down the pacing completely right here. This initial incoming data, it's an entirely ambiguous pause. You aren't told exactly what's happening under the hood, just that a momentary, system-level freeze has been initiated by the host. It's literally the digital equivalent of a security guard suddenly putting up a hand, running invisible checks for automated bot behavior, before you can proceed any further.
Section 1. Breaking the digital pause.
Let's lay out the exact developing situation we're tracking. That microscopic hesitation we just mentioned isn't just random network lag. Our intelligence tells us it's a highly significant mandatory checkpoint, an enforced waiting period. Based on the raw information we have, this gateway is structured into 4 distinct sequential steps. First, we have the pause. Second, we move into the verification. Third is the wait. And finally, step 4, the requirements. This isn't random chaos, folks. It's a carefully orchestrated sequence designed to filter traffic. Let's watch how it develops live.
Section 2. Status verification successful. Here, the initial holding pattern breaks, and the system delivers a clear affirmative update. You've passed the first major hurdle. Now, what's absolutely fascinating here is the stark psychological and structural contrast in the language being deployed. We transition from the tense ambiguity of just a moment instantly into definitive clearance, verification successful. Whatever unseen security checks were operating in the background have successfully cleared you. The system has made its judgment, officially listing that invisible barrier.
Section 3. The wait for OpenAI.
But hey, this sequence isn't over, not by a long shot. We now must pivot to the actual destination of this connection attempt. The latest update crossing our desk right now, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. The intelligence we're gathering highlights that even after passing the primary verification, we're plunged right into a secondary holding pattern. The gatekeeper has officially approved your connection, sure, but now we're actively waiting for the destination server itself, OpenAI, to wake up, acknowledge the signal, and answer the knock at its door.
And this brilliantly illustrates the chronological progression of the digital handshake so far. Phase 1 is that tense initial moment, just a moment. Phase 2 provides the crucial clearance, verification successful. And Phase 3 brings us right up to the current live status, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. It's a precise, calculated, step-by-step escalation of access, requiring patience at every single juncture.
Section 4. Protocols, JavaScript, and cookies.
We're now shifting to an urgent update regarding the technical mandates required to complete this connection. Our latest data reveals that simply waiting for the server to respond just isn't enough. Here are the stark, uncompromisable demands to continue. Enable JavaScript and enable cookies. Our intercepted information clearly dictates that without these specific protocols being active, JavaScript to run background cryptographic challenges, and cookies to store your clearance token, progression is mathematically impossible. The system is flat out demanding proof of a specific, compliant digital environment before it hands over the keys.
It's a purely transactional checkpoint, folks. Your ultimate goal is simply to continue forward. To achieve that, the system demands 2 non-negotiable actions. You must enable JavaScript, and you must enable cookies. It's a non-negotiable trade. You've absolutely got to provide this proof of a standard digital environment if you wish to cross the threshold.
Section 5. The continuing gateway. As we summarize the full scope of this intelligence brief, we're looking at the entire anatomy of a connection sequence that defines our modern digital lives. It's a multi-layered, highly sophisticated defense mechanism. So the absolutely crucial point is that the entire situation hinges on one final explicit command from the host system: enable JavaScript and cookies to continue. The multi-phases sequence we've been tracking today, the initial pause, the background verification, the tense waiting, all of it ultimately converges right here. Without yielding to this final requirement, the gateway simply remains firmly, indefinitely shut. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought based on the intelligence we've unpacked today. What really happens in that dark void before the verification is successful? What invisible background checks are actually being run on us?
And furthermore, what's the reality for those who outright refuse the JavaScript and cookie mandates? Do they simply disappear into the digital ether, permanently locked out of their desired destination? It's a stark reminder of the invisible, rigid borders we must cross every day online. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Keep analyzing the data around you, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.